Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé, the single life. Let's watch.
I think she's such a unique and beautiful soul.
Es por eso saber hasta qué punto uno satisface a la otra persona. ¿Tú satisfaces a
To what
Jennifer?
point you think
totalmente?
you can satisfy the other person? Do
Como
you
de
think you
pronto lo
can
he hecho yo en mi
satisfy
momento.
Jennifer?
Were you guys in a relationship?
Baby, like I told you, we have been friends for 10 years.
So I don't think I've been reacting to this storyline much because I don't know, I just don't know much to say. But I will say that if you're in a relationship with someone, Jesse, and so it's hard to figure out what Jennifer's her plan is here. One, she has a relationship with this guy, so it's fine if she wants to date multiple people. She just has to tell everyone, by the way, I'm dating multiple people. So she's not doing that. That's not okay. Or is her relationship with him over and she's like, I'm done with you and now I'm with Jesse. This guy seems to think that anyway, I don't know. So let's go with that. Let's say that she's like, no, my relationship with this guy is over and now I'm with Jesse. Okay, fine. And Jesse, by the way, the guy that's coming to dinner tonight is someone that I used to date. And so I just want to let you know about that. Or don't invite him to dinner. Like, imagine, because I think they're on like day 2 or 3 at this point, Jesse and Jennifer. How about you just don't invite your ex-boyfriend or someone you used to have sex with to dinner? Like, why would you do that? So Jesse has every reason to be like, what's happening right now?
Se puso rojo.
I don't know what to think about it. For me, this comes as a surprise. And I thought you were genuinely just friends and that's it, right? Like, I don't know, like how you date, if you guys are like intimate.
So kudos to Jesse for taking a beat and going, okay, this is a surprise and I'm confused and I don't know what's going on right now. A lot of other cast members, I think, would flip the table over and run out of the room. You know, again, think Angela or Charlie or someone. So I think that's probably the most mature and fair thing to do right now. It's like, well, wait, what's going on right now?
Everything stands on trust. And she could have told me that before. If something would have happened on one of my trips or, you know, I had intercourse or I think it would be my place to tell her about that. So we'll see. But that might be an issue for me.
Yeah, so it sounds like what Jesse is saying is that he thought they were in an exclusive relationship prior to meeting in person. Okay, if that's true, then Jennifer essentially cheated on Jesse. What did I say? Jennifer essentially cheated on Jesse. But I don't know if that's what's happening right now. At the very least, you could have told me before dinner, by the way, this guy, he's a friend now, but I used to date him. It also sounds like Jennifer and him have not made it clear as to whether or not the relationship is over or not, which, you know, obviously should be established. And it's such a theme on the show of like extremely confusing thresholds between, are we in a relationship or not? Are we exclusive? Are we not? I was taking a break. No, you weren't. You know, all this, it's like, just tell people it's over, or tell Jesse it's not over with this person. Like, just tell people.
For the moment only, just for this travel, and you go and bye.
What we share is pretty like deep, pretty serious. Right?
But for you, what is the most important thing? Your personal goals or your goals with your relationship?
I have to say, if this was me, I'd walk away. I'd be like, I'm not going to be interrogated by your ex-boyfriend. That's just not what I signed up for. So, see ya. I'll see you back at the hotel. Y'all can have a night if you want to, but I'm out of here. I mean, to be surprised, you're like, oh, how's it going? And, you know, Jesse's being nice to him, and then all of a sudden, wait, you're an ex-boyfriend and you're hostile to me, and you think that you're going to get back together with her, and because Jennifer's not saying, honey, I'm with you. I'm not with him. She's not doing anything. Just imagine being in Jesse's shoes. Yeah, I'd just be like, get me out of here. This is ridiculous.
I came to Colombia with no expectations, but trust is the number one thing for me. I think Jennifer and I, we need to have a separate conversation about this right now, and let's see what exactly is going on.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people are going to like this, but in this instance, Jesse, I think, had a superior approach, which is he answered the questions. You know, he was calm and he did his best, and he didn't flip out. He didn't shy away. He didn't flip the table over and run off like I was suggesting. He just answered the questions like, yeah, I think I'm going to have to talk with Jennifer about this later and ask her, like, what's going on, and take my time. Don't overreact. Don't flip out. So, yeah, I mean, if more people did this sort of thing on the show, I don't think they'd have a show.
I don't care if you've been 3 years single, 2 years, 1 year, or what you did before me. But don't lie about it.
Yeah, good. I don't care what you did before me, if you were in a relationship, whatever. You know, I was in relationships, you're in relationships. But don't lie about it. Why are you lying about it? That shows a willingness to deceive, a willingness to trick, a willingness to hold things back for no reason. Why would you hold that back? What else are you holding back?
Like a gay best friend or something, and then you're like, oh, I had something romantic.
Man, we tried for like 2 months, but it wasn't nothing serious.
All right, well, all I just hope is that we can be transparent and honest.
I'm not hiding anything.
No, I know, but I mean, yeah, it's...
You hid it from him before meeting. You could have easily would have taken one sentence. By the way, the dude we're going to meet at dinner tonight, I dated him before. It's over now. Like, it's not that hard to say that. You did not say that. You withheld information. That's not okay. Now, eventually it came out, but under the circumstances, like that's pretty unfair to do to someone. To what happened?
Relationship.
So it was just 2 months, like, fucking?
No,
Like,
baby, dating.
okay. Dating, okay. So there was no intimacy?
No, baby, there's
Okay, fair
nothing
enough.
there. Intimacy is a very big word, so I'm telling Jesse that I never had intimacy with Kakwa.
She's lying. She knows what he has interpreted. I mean, I think I understand what's happening is that she did have sex with that guy, but she's saying I wasn't intimate with him. But if that's true, which I'm only 80% sure of, Jennifer's lying because she knows what Jesse means by intimacy. He knows that he's using that as a word for having sex with. And so she's lying, straight up lying, which is obviously not okay. Now, on the scale of horribleness on the show, you know, I'm not going to put it super high up there, but it definitely doesn't set a good precedent. And if you're Jesse and you eventually, because you will find out because you watch the show, right? Or someone will tweet to you or something, and that'd be pretty devastating. And why would she lie? What's there to lie about? How about you just say, yeah, I was with this guy before I met you, before you and I are in a relationship, and yeah, we had sex. Big deal, you know? Why not say that from the beginning? Why would you obscure that? That points in a direct... So what can we say? One is it is all speculation. People who do this, it shows immaturity potentially, lack of differentiation, desperation for lack of rejection, but shooting yourself in the foot because you're lying. It shows you don't care about other people's feelings. It shows a tendency to lie when in doubt. And this is pretty premeditated for her. You know, it'd be one thing to be in the moment to panic lie. That's one thing. It's another thing to like lie and then stick with it and repeat the lie. It's a pattern that if I were Jesse, I'd be like, what is happening?
So you never had sex with Kakwa?
No.
Okay, I thought they had talked about having sex. So, all right. So if they'd ever had sex, then I take back everything I said. She's not lying. She never was lying. Okay. For some reason, I thought they had sex. But what do I know?
He said you were the best sexual partner he's ever had.
Claro que sí voy a pelear por Jennifer. Llevo 10 años luchando por ella. Es sin temor a equivocarme, mi mejor pareja sexual.
Okay, well, that must be where it came from. So she never stated that they had had sex, but he said maybe they're have different definitions of sex. Who knows? Maybe she's lying. Maybe he's lying. I wouldn't put it past him to lie as well. So Maybe she'll reveal the truth here.
So then Kakwa's lying to people saying that you guys have had sex.
He's bragging. Because we never get to that point, you know, we weren't that intimate, as he said. So he's just showing off.
Okay, that seemed convincing, but who knows? So she's saying, I think we're talking about like bases, if you will. Like he's saying, we've been to third base, we've had sex. And she's like, we haven't had sex, we've only been to third base, that kind of thing. Is that what's happening? All right, well, that is it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself and take care of others because we all deserve it. We really, really do.